Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, opinions, and feels on Crown of Midnight by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second book in the Throne of Glass series, and I'm going to start off here by giving you my general thoughts on this book, non-spoilery thoughts, and then I'm going to be jumping into a spoilery section. So the first book in this series, Throne of Glass, was a maze. But then we've got Crown of Midnight, and it's basically like 2 steps ahead of Throne of Glass. Throne of Glass, don't get me wrong, you're great. But Crown of Midnight may or may not just be stealing your thunder a little bit. This was just such a satisfying sequel. There's so much action and mystery and death and just overall madness. It was a book that was all over the place in all the best ways possible. The character development to me is the thing that just stuck out the most. The characters just grow so much throughout this story, and I'm really looking forward to see where they go throughout this series. This sequel also had more of a direction as to where this series is heading, and let me tell you, this series is heading in an epic direction. It's going to be amazing. This series is going to just blow our minds. I can already feel it, and I'm so excited to continue on with it. That's all I can really say without spoiling this book, so if you have not read Crown of Midnight, I would leave now before I tell you who dies. Okay, have you left? Have you left yet? I hope you've left because I'm gonna jump on into the spoiler section. So, to be perfectly honest, I didn't take very many notes throughout this book just because I was just so invested in reading the story that I couldn't be bothered to like stop and take notes. Like, I was just completely captivated by the story. So I'm just gonna talk about some of the main things that affected me and had me flailing about and had me feeling the feels. So without further ado, let's get started. The first thing I want to talk about is Aleena, because Aleena is bae. I don't understand you DeLorean people or Delana, I don't know what you call that ship. I don't know what you call it. I'm not about the Dorian and Selena. I'm about the Kale and the Selena. The Aleena. I'm boarding that ship and I'm gonna sail. I was a little upset over the rift in their relationship that took place in this book, but I really think they're gonna pull through because Aleena is endgame. You heard it here. Aleena is endgame. They're gonna end up together. It's gonna happen. Freaking Nehemia, what the what? Why did that even have to happen? I knew something was gonna happen. I could feel it in my bones. I knew somebody was about to die, but I didn't expect it to be Nehemia. Like, I just wasn't thinking that Nehemia was gonna be the one that was gonna be killed off, but guess what? She was. She was completely killed off, and I'm over here like, what have you done, Sarah J. Maas? What have you done? I just felt so bad because her and Selena had gotten so close, and Selena doesn't trust a lot of people, so for her to put her trust in Nehemia is a big deal, and so it was just really sad when she died because they were friends and just That's how I'm feeling right now. I'm still not over it. Still not over it. Never gonna be over it. Hey, 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 hey. So Selena is fae. This is the thing that I was kind of spoiled for. I had heard that there was a heavier presence of fairies in Crown of Midnight and also in Heir of Fire, which led me to believe that maybe, just maybe, Selena Bae is actually Selena Fae. The second she was off singing to the moon that fairy song, I am fairy, la la, I'm a fae, la. That was my interpretation of the fairy song, but the second she's off into the moon singing that, I'm like, you a fae. You a fae. So Dorian has magic abilities. Holy crap. What the actual? I am so excited about this. I'm so excited. I really like Dorian. Even though I don't ship Dorian and Selena, I still really like Dorian. I really appreciate his character. I think he adds a lot to this story, and holy crap, I'm even more excited for his character now because he has magic abilities. That's just so cool. His father is against magic. He's taken away all the magic in all of the land, and Dorian has magic abilities. This could just turn out to be the best thing ever, and I'm so excited to see where his storyline goes. I'm just pumped about Dorian's storyline now because this just adds so much to the series, and I am just so interested to see what happens next. So that's all I really wanted to talk about today. A lot happens in this book, but those were the main things that just had me going just like that. I was just breathing heavy throughout this whole book. I'm really interested to see what happens in Heir of Fire. Obviously, Selena is being sent off to the Faeland, and I'm really interested to see how our current cast does separated from each other because we've got Kale and Dorian over here still, and we've got Selena over here traveling off to the Feyland. So I'm really interested to see how these characters do away from each other, how the story continues. You guys should let me know down below what you thought of Crown of Midnight, what your favorite moments were, and I will see you guys soon with a new video. Later. It was a book that was all over the book. And they're going to. I just felt so bad because her and Selena had become so close. What is that even supposed to mean?